What's up, guys? This is Team All Effects here, bringing you another deck profile from Termless Cobra, and he has Bluish Flame. So tell us about your deck.
Well, there's a fun thing about these. They're really underrated, but why not? Now, I use this over everything else just simply because at any point in time you can throw it in. So later on, if you have Glare, you can throw him in for his skill, or later on if you use this dragon, you could throw him in order to proc off the effect. And since you usually get 2 to 3 calls off, he gets an additional 9k, so any little numbers or 36 guards usually do have problems with it. Moving on. Grade 3s. I run 4 Prominence Glares, 4 Prominence Core, and then 1 Percival. Now, every other viewer must be going, why the hell is this retard running 9 Grade 3s? Well, it's very simple. We have a guy that did the math, and it turns out having 9 Grade 3s and you just take out 1 slot from a 1 just equates to a better target for your ride. And plus, you normally don't want to start out with a 3 in hand with this deck. Once again, moving on.
Why do you use 1 Percival, 4 Core, and 4 Glare?
Because if it isn't...
Percival?
Okay, I don't get why. But people don't know this, that when you going to go first, you need to punish them at 3. Like, when you first hit 3, you have to make them hurt. You gotta make them regret saying, I am going second. Otherwise, it's just gonna come back and bite you in the ass when it comes to the mid and late game, because that's where the fall off with this deck happens.
You're talking about the last skill, right? The counter 1, kill 1?
Yeah. Because if anything, it procs off Bruno. I don't run the other dude, Brenius, so... But still, it's very nice things. If anything, you have a full board where you can just harass people. Grade 2s. I run 4 Oath Aglavale, 4 Regulation Aglavale, and 3 History Maker. And now, the fun part.
Hey, wait. History Maker?
Yeah. Because a lot of people want to use Magnus or... what's his name? Trumpeter, Brenius. You can name 5 or 6 different other things you'd rather run with this, but I prefer to do this. Why? You run 9 Grade 3s. You need to search them out as fast as possible. He searches for a 3. He searches for a 3. Nothing else searches for a 3 besides the crit here. But the point is, you have a good, let's see, 8 to 11 cards in deck that just search for 3s. So you throw them out of your deck, and then all I got left is normal units and triggers besides my 3s. So either top deck into what you need, or you just start hitting triggers like a madman. Grade 1s. 4 Bruno. 3 Zaron. 2 Josephus. And then 4... I'm flipping PG. I believe his name is Berdeel, but forgive me, I'm a white person. I pronounce things incorrectly. So, Bruno is just essential to the deck. If you run 3 or less, I don't know why. Because every moment that you miss him, I'm going to laugh in your face. 3 Zaron, you need to sometimes go to top 7 to find something instead of just top 3 or 1, depending on what you get. Josephus is just a cute thing in here. You can fill him with whatever else you truly desire. I just like him there because he gives you an extra card in hand. And for all those who actually play this deck, you know how bad it is when they can just put you down to 2 cards in hand and you can't go into Unite because one of those isn't, besides your stride material, isn't something that could call another unit for your Unite skills.
Why do you use the unflipping Perfect Guard and not the Liberator one?
Because you flip a lot. And the only thing in this deck that actually unflips itself is this guy, which negates his own cost. So you want to at least using the unflipping PGs for more flips, like most other counterblast heavy decks. And now on to the triggers, because why the hell not? We run a crit, 4 heal, and 4 sand. This is basically the only triggers you will ever want to run. You got these, I don't know their names, but it's to the bottom of the deck when it's called. Top 4 call, top 4 search for a grade 3. Pardon me, I'm a retard. And or mentally retarded. Vanilla crit because they don't give us anything else good. If you want, you can run any other type of special trigger. I wouldn't recommend it because you can't call it, but sure. Whatever floats your damn boat. You got 4 nap call. Now this is actually important for all you who do Garmor builds, because you actually do something with your lives. He actually lets you top into a number where you actually like it. Catch Gull's there just because if you don't like what you see in top 3, which is more often than not, he lets you go for another 3. And if anything, it shuffles the deck, so it also ups your numbers to getting more Zorons. Because the idea is just to keep cycling over and over again until you get something you need, or you could just pump Bruno up to an insane number where your opponent sees him and goes, I can't retire this. I hate this card. In this very bad deck. Kill myself face. And now moving on to our strides. We run 2 Liberator strides. Personally, I think this is a very trash card by a very trash company. But for the sake of me flipping something, I need to play this. And it also gives me a call. Even though it discards a 2. Anyways, the skill is counter 1, top 3, call 1, so long as you have a Bluish Flame Liberator heart. And unfortunately, you pitch the rest out of the top 3 call. More often than not, those are either triggers or things you want. So every time you do, you just gotta tough it out. I like using 2 Campbell just because some people like me to start strides with no counterblast. He's there just so that way you have on hit pressure, and if anything, you bait out a perfect guard, because why not? This is the entire thing that what makes this deck valid right now. And anyone that says otherwise, you have a problem. Go get help, go to a mental institution, go get a counselor, go get a psychiatrist, I don't care. Get out of here. Do something with your life. Get laid. Do something, for crying out loud. But please, understand that this card is the main focus of this deck. Because once when you actually hit the 3 and you call stuff out to make Bruno, right here, a very large number, it just makes things very annoying. And then you can chain things off by searching for 3s all the damn time, because why not? Or if you want, during the turn you could throw this into the soul, so that way while you're doing call out shenanigans, you could become a giant number where you could just make them hate 36k guards. And you'll actually make them waste a couple more cards in hand. Which is actually beneficial for you because you're going to have to fight them out for cards in hand. And 2 Gurgwait Stride. Simple enough. He hits giant numbers so that way you don't even have to worry about Claire. They have 5 cards in hand. You see they have 1 card in hand at least by the end of the turn. If not, you will have successfully murdered them and feel good about yourself. 2 of this Dragon. Why am I playing this? Because sometimes you're left with 1 card in hand and that is just your stride material. So you know what automatically goes out the window? These. They're gone. These don't exist. These 2 just let you call your board because you don't have cards in hand. Because sometimes that's just going to happen. 3 Slamies. Now, Slamey Flare is a pretty awesome G-Guard. He essentially throws back a unit to top 5, call 2 units with different grades to your Guardian Circle. So technically, for those of you who do run Unite decks, it does throw you into Unite. We can actually activate skills. But other than that, I just like him because he screws over Overlords a lot. They want to target your rear guards, throw it back. He's essentially a Dismal. Which actually is the 4th G-Guardian, but that's besides the point. He throws numbers back so where you can actually hit a 41k guard where even the 36s go, that's unfair. But in all fairness, we'll get shit on by deep elbows. One of this because they might kill something I like. They might kill Bruno, might kill a grade 3, why not? And I just want to say I want you alive for 1 more turn. Even if it's just to piss them off, it's something nice to be there. You can fill it with whatever, a scry you or whatever, float your damn boat, weirdos. And that is it for this deck profile from Team All Effects. This is Tommy Cobra, so designated by my quote-unquote friends and co-workers and freaking whatever. And signing off.